incredibly strong, like within herself, to carry on this "I'm not going to get married ever" thing, especially in the African and I assume Nigerian setting community, because oh my God, if not, I think she'll get broken down by society, by the pressures, by her family. I think eventually she'll get broken down into, and she'll either give in or she'll just run. But I think if she's quite adamant and she's going to stick to this, then I say good luck to her. But she must be a very strong-willed, strong-minded woman to just oppose all of that constant pressure, stigma, rumors, everything that she's going to face by saying, I'm never going to get married, if that's what she's saying.
The Grace, is marriage for everyone?
Well, if marriage is for everyone, no, we've said that at the beginning.
At the beginning, isn't it?
We have said that. And I think if you look at the question that this lady has asked, really, beneath our question is the fact that the marriages she has seen have not worked. So there's no desire, really, because perhaps she's met the lazy, she's met the abusive, she's met the mama's boy, she's met the one who, you know, is not just ready to do anything, the one who just wants to eat your money, and, you know, and all of that. And then all that could make you form opinions. But to be honest, at the end of the day, marriage is good. It is good. I have seen some successful ones. I've seen some successful ones, and I have seen some really horrible ones. But that's not enough reason to say, oh, then it's not for me. I saying, don't use the experience of others to judge how your life is going to be. Rather, you should make it a decision for yourself. As in, if this is your own personal decision, not based on what you've seen, then that's all good and dandy. Really, nobody has the right to say you should do otherwise.
But surely, all of the decisions we make in life are in some way based on what we've seen or experienced. Yeah. It's hard to not make a decision based on what you've not experienced. So
you're right. I just believe God is going to, you know, speak to her and let her know when she's ready. Because sometimes when you're ready for something, no matter what your experiences has been in life or what you've seen or what you've heard, you just block them out and go forward.
So you're praying for her to change her mind?
I'm not praying for her to change her mind, but the will of God will come to pass in her life. If it's God's will for her to get married, she will, whether she has seen a good one or she hasn't. And if God wants her to live a life for Him, to worship Him, to serve Him, so be it.
Well, I think also what I would say is this person might need a bit of counseling. As in, you might need to go and see a counselor because you might be having some ingrained issues there.
So true.
Somebody who probably was sexually abused by her father would not be thinking of marriage.
So true.
So, and all this would happen.
Or they would, but with the type of person who was like the
someone
father.
Exactly. So you might just need to see a counselor. You might need to see somebody who would listen to you non-judgmentally, listen to you talk.
Thank you very much. I do really agree with that. That is very, very important. Why should I get married? Another one. I have tried different relationships which didn't work. The last one was milking my money. So I can't find a reason to get married. I cannot tell them, I cannot tell my parents I can't marry. Should I tell them I'm gay? I think that was when I saw it. I'm like,
is she joking?
I don't know.
I had an attack. I think all our enemies are caught up with her eventually.
Oh dear.
Is that serious to her? We're laughing about it.
No, okay, well, we're not laughing. We're not laughing. We're just looking at it really. Just because you've had bad experience. I remember a colleague, the last place I work, I remember a colleague, she went into online dating, and I tell you, every day, you know, she would go, come back. She did it for 10 different dates before she found the right person. And both of them are like together now. It was 10 different dates. As in, we'll come to work and she'll be like, oh, who is it today? It's Johnny. Okay, so is he picking you up? Where are you meeting? And all that. And then after like 2 more days, oh no, he's just rubbish. She did like 10 different times. And she's sort of like a very determined person. Don't allow yourself to just sit back because you've had a hurt. I mean, if it's your desire for someone, give other people a chance. It's most likely that you perhaps realize something that is valuable because you've seen horrible people. I mean, if you've dated a man who is into collecting from you, it's very easy for you to spot that when you see somebody else. So you don't waste your time with a loafer, Because really, you don't want a loafer. You want a man who
I don't know what a loafer is.
A loafer?
Is that a gold digger?
A gold digger, yeah. A gold digger.
I was going to say that is an issue she needs to deal with. Do you not think?
Yeah.
And then, because sometimes some women accuse men of gold digging, but they are the ones who are sometimes actually pushing for a relationship, and because you're pushing for a relationship and putting yourself in the wrong position, he's taking advantage.
Yeah.
Do you understand? He's just taking advantage because of the way
he sees the desperation.
every proper man wants to do something for a woman they love. Forget it. No matter how much he doesn't have, he has. There's no way a man is going to love you without giving. He can give without loving, but if a man really loves you, I tell you, he's going to be doing something. It doesn't have to be money, but he's going to be doing something for you.
Thank you very much. I agree with you on that. Oh, my friend. Okay, I am so much under pressure that I am now ready to get married. I am so much under pressure that I am now ready to marry this man I don't love.
Oh, wow.
I hope this will get people off my back, and I also wish the love is love. I also wish his love would develop within me. Please wish me luck.
Well, we're not wishing luck. That's what you want to hear from us. You need all of the luck, but I think you're going to need more than luck. You're going to need common sense. And honestly, that common sense says no, stop. Stop. You're not going to be in the house.
But what love do you what love comes? People don't fall in love; they grow in love. So I can understand where she's coming from.
There should be something, not the one you're like you're there because of people. I said that's a wrong reason to get married because of the pressure. It's a wrong reason to get married.
I don't believe in this whole I'll grow to love you.
No. I don't like you. I don't like you.
Yeah, that's not real. No, it's not real.
It's not happening.
It's not happening like that.
So people should fall in love before they actually start a
There should
relationship.
be something about the person that is making you.
I feel worried for this girl. I'm so sorry to hear this situation.
I know.
Please don't do it. Please don't marry this man you don't love. You're gonna rush in and rush the heck back out. So don't do it.
All my friends are married. You are. All your friends are married. You are busy buying ashrabi every weekend. You keep bringing souvenirs home.
Good.
When are we going to share yours? If you put this much effort you put into planning other people's wedding into your life, you will be married by now. That is the song my mom sings to me every time we are together. I am tired.
It's a good song. We could actually get some lyrics out of that. Really, I see. All the money we've used for our book, I use it to do something else. Yes, it's just a mother's concern, really, and you shouldn't let yourself get up to that. It's good to plan people's weddings, so you see different weddings. I see you get to see the one that the people that are supposed to decorate the car don't turn up, or you get to see the one that they brought the rice, there's no meat. So, or the one that the cake falls while the bride is trying to cut the cake. So, those are the different things you're going. Just use this time to plan and use this time to say, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, this how this you avoid this, and just celebrate people, celebrate them. As in, and with time, your mom. Sometimes, yes, it could be difficult because sometimes some mothers some mothers are bent on, and then some mothers also married early and they just feel, you should do the same. But the truth is, your child is not going to play and do your own script.
No.
We're not here to roll the whole script. If it was a matter of rolling the whole script, like one time one of my friends' mom was like saying, "Oh, you girls get married," and she was just said to her mom, "You don't go to the market and pick one and buy one and get one free." It doesn't happen like that. You don't just go like that and it happens like that. You don't want us to go in there and rush out of there. Yeah. It's your mom's song, but let it not be your song.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Because especially, I think because, say, for my parents or my mom, being 25 now, when my mom was my age, she was married and pregnant with myself. So, and I'm the first child. So, I think that's why it's maybe that's why I was feeling the pressure more hitting. I had this you almost have this internal mental panic leading up to 25. It was so strange, and I just had to say to myself why am I feeling like this? Do you know what I mean? This isn't I shouldn't really feel like this, but I understood like
where she's coming
from. Okay, this is where you were at 25, but as you said, we have two different songs, two different stories. It's just two different scripts we're going off. So
I am single and age is not on my side, according to my mom. She said, why the mothers? It's always the mothers, isn't it? Yeah. She said, I am not putting myself out there.
Okay.
Please help me out. Should I start begging for a guy to marry me?
No. But I think, you know, as I was saying before, if you're sitting in your house 365 days a year, it's going to be hard for you to
probably going to get just the postman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be hard.
My colleague actually dated a postman.
Okay.
Because she doesn't go out.
That's not
because she doesn't go out.
Yeah, because that's perhaps the only person you're going to be seeing. If you're at home 365,
exactly.
you know, you're probably going to be seeing the postman have this letter and then next, do you want to sign this letter? Let's sign this letter. Can we just... You know, so that's what probably happened.
Basically, I kind of understand where the mom
is coming from.
Yeah, you do need to put yourself out there. That's just it. How you're going to meet people. You know, I'm sure she goes to church.
But she shouldn't be desperate at the same time.
No. Don't be desperate. But, you know.
Because sometimes men can read that when you're trying to...
Not sometimes, all the time.
All the time.
You can read desperation, yeah.
Right, I want to stop attending my church. Because my parents have told my pastor that I need to get married. I don't know if it is a coincidence, but anytime I'm in the church, I feel like I am being used as a prayer point.
Oh my God.
I think I'm going to change church.
Do you know what?
What?
I feel so much better coming to this show because so many women have it worse. I thought the pressure was real for me. There are some real... I mean, going to the pastor... That would really upset me. Like that's another level.
Yeah.
that's too much.
Oh, right.
My answer to that is it's not the mothers.
So it's not the mothers?
No, it can stem from the fathers, but they, you know, the father may feel that it's not his place to talk to the daughter, so he starts pressurizing wife and says, wife, talk to daughter. This is your role. This is what you're supposed to be talking to her about. So I think, yeah, in conclusion, it's not always the moms. I think the fathers can put just as much pressure, if not more, on the family. But I feel very sorry for this woman, for this. You know,
I know.
This is a very
and because
sad
of that,
situation.
she wants to leave the church.
Yeah, I think that's quite a lot. I would be very upset in that situation.
But it might be a coincidence, upset. You know. It might not be. You know, Grace, please help us out.
Going to the pastor, no.
Well, first of all, I think that when it comes to a church, it's not, you shouldn't attend the church because it's close to you, or this is like the church I've always attended. So the first thing, because by the time you say to me, oh, I want to leave the church, I'm wondering, why were you in the church first of all? So why are you in that church? Is that your God-ordained church? Or is that a church you're attending just for... due to the fact that it's close to you or it's being your brand and all of that, because you need to know why you're in church, because as long as you're in church and you're working with people are going to offend you. There are going to be several reasons that you might want to leave. People are going to accuse you. Firstly, if you're a single lady, it might just perhaps be the one who might be the brunt of accusation by some insecure woman in the church who just thinks her husband was talking to you, and before you know, you just get to hear some things about yourself and you're wondering, could this be me or could this be somebody else? So yes, people are going to offend you in church, so don't let offense be a reason for you to leave church. And then secondly, when we say your parents have gone to speak to the pastor, I would like to believe that they may have voiced their concern. I don't want to believe also that the pastor has just come up solely because of you, because I want to believe you're not the only unmarried girl in the church, and there are some other people in the church whose daughters or whose children may not be in church and they are married and they are also joining the prayer, remembering their children wherever their children are. So I don't want to believe it's just because of you that the pastor is raising that prayer point. So I think we should get that in context.
But it's easy to feel sensitive.
But yeah, it's easy to feel. It's easy to feel, and then sometimes you also need to. The way you also sound, it looks like you come to church once in a while, and it might be like like my church now. Every first Sunday they have this relationship prayer. So if you happen to come this Sunday now, you hear relationship prayer, and then if you don't turn up again, and you come the next first Sunday of the month, you hear relationship prayer, and you're like, oh, these people are actually, I'm sure my mother has seen the pastor.
That's
so,
a good one.
I mean, it looks like you don't go every time. Because it just happens, that's what happens. Sometimes people go to church and like they're always talking about money. And the fact is that person might have just come during the times where the emphasis was on financial freedom or financial prosperity and all of that. So, I mean, and if your parents go to meet the pastor, I think it's just a matter of them extending concern, as in they believe that the pastor is also a shepherd, someone watching out for your good all of that.
Yeah,
really.
I think we should not take the role of the pastor away from them. They are the shepherd and they look after us. And if your parents think or feel that the pastor will be able to pray along with them, I don't see it as a bad thing.
Pray along, let it be pray along.
Pray along. You know, I chose my word. Pray along.
It's embarrassing. I'll tell you, from the point of a 20-something-year-old girl, I find that highly embarrassing. I would find that really
embarrassing,
upsetting and embarrassing. So
When
I
you
could
say,
understand, because it's like, oh my God, she's such a lost cause. We have to go to the pastor to seek help from God and to fix our daughter who is not getting married. Like, I can't imagine anything worse. No, that would really upset me.
But they won't mention your name, so you wouldn't know.
I know they've gone to the pastor. Like, I can feel that sensitivity. No,
I think you're just being too sensitive over.
Well, I think pressure sometimes makes you sensitive. Pressure makes you sensitive. The things that you didn't really notice. Like you carry somebody's baby.
Every little thing.
You find out that the woman who is looking for a child, as in yet to have her own child, you carry somebody's baby, and if the person just comes and collects your baby, you're definitely going to feel mine. Yeah, exactly. You're going to feel that.
Definitely.
So it's just because of where you are at the moment. You're going to actually have to feel that way. You're going to come into the church and feel everybody else is looking at you.
Yeah.
So true.
Mothers and fathers listening, please don't go to the pastor about your daughters. It's quite embarrassing for us. That's all.
Thank you, Dami.